ghosts. We're gonna be speaking about some herbs. Right now I'm gonna some water, some acai. So let me just prepare myself real quick. I'm gonna be showing out some herbs, um, natural tobacco like Cubanito, and then also some rapecito, chingagua, sananga, also and what we call chondor. So these are 7 sacred plants along with agave alcohol to cleanse the aurora field. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me get some water. Let's get it. I shake. I shake. Alright, yeah. I had to get a little prepared. You know what I'm saying? Got the acai right here. Let's be careful with it. I'm gonna pour me a glass. And make sure that um, you know, we want to be liquidity. So right now we speaking from liquidity. You know what I'm saying? So don't mind me. I'm in my raw self. I'm in also. I'm in a school, a temple. So this is a place for a long time. I even had to put my Wi-Fi by my orishas. So I got some knowledge here that I'm going to share with you in the now. So this is how we show from the plant medicine, the sacred medicine, from being in the etheric realm, and then also the quantum field. This is also speaking about sacred plant medicine, right? Also dealing with the etheric field and plant medicine, natural, 100%, completely 999, natural, from a natural homeostasis person or a being, okay? So we're speaking from the Trinity here. So why we're speaking from the Trinity and the quantum field, the house is the quantum field. The Trinity is the mind, and it's connected to the Father, the Mother, and also the Son, the water, the daughter. So this is the Trinity effect here. We are keeping Mother, Ma'at, plant medicine, Madre Tierra, speaking about Tiamat, to stay on topic about drugs. Also addictive eating, different drugs like cell phones, different things that we don't even realize that can be a source of some type of stimuli. All right. Gracias, agua. I'm going to have a plant here, a pothos plant. I'm going to give it an offering, some clean water. All right. Because our plants, they emanate with us, they speak with us. So we came from the water. Usually I drink coconut water, but times is how it is, right? This is some acai from the Amazonia, okay? So, not only is this some acai from the Amazon, we're promoting neurotropics. We're promoting a way of life, right? So, we're promoting a way of life, right? That we're living in the now. So, what I want to express to you of what the quantum field is and the etheric field are in Trinity, right? So, oh, blessings. All right, let's get it. So, look, um, right now, in this time right now, how we are getting from the stimulation is the etheric realm where it is nonlinear. It's something you can't see. It's something that helps you breathe every single day. It's an ionosphere, okay? And it's a toroidal field. Also, the quantum field is the material realm that operates in the densities of the etheric realm. So there is a misconception of the two. So today we are going to break it down. But first and foremost, what we are going to give to you live is we're going to give to you the chakruna, the medicine, what these how we've came and studied the medicine, right? So let's speak about it, right? So first and foremost, we have mambio, right? Mambio is a coca plant, and it is a neurotropic, right? Not only is it a neurotropic, it is something that the pharmaceuticals take, and they take a substance like the coca plant or the mambio, but not the mambio, and they mix it with the quantum field, as far as the dense field, gasoline or different type of pharmaceuticals, different type of chemicals, and different types of acidics. Okay, so right now, how you can tell if somebody is operating in the etheric field is if their body is alkaloid, if they're plant-based, if they have a kinetic connection. The people that take different substances like pharmaceuticals, different over-the-counter drugs, medications, they're in the hexahedron because it's done by a manufacturing company. So this is here what we're gonna really break down today is what these plant medicines operate in a finite frequency in the etheric realm, not being into the quantum field, still staying as they are, like the cubanito seeds, the cigars, the little cigarillos, natural tobacco that actually helps to get rid of parasites. Whether you have ambelito, which is a tobacco paste, right? So these different herbs that are not mutated in the quantum field, as far as being manufactured or being any pesticides or any artificial coloring or artificial, how do you call those? Not only pesticides, fertilizers. Okay, so I want to stay on topic here because it's almost like, let's say you ever watched, let's say if anybody ever watched Blow, right? Let's say if anybody ever watched, what's that movie, Blue Magic, right? And watched any of these cocaine cowboys, other stuff, right? Or other people that utilize opiates, right? And use like for dope or different stimuli, right? Even let's say you have psilocybin or regular mushrooms that are blue mushrooms, antibiotic mushrooms, ones in Chernobyl that got away from radioactive nuclear technology, is that these etheric plants, and this is how you could tell an etheric plant or an etheric realm, is the quantum field cannot create something like the etheric realm that has a entheogen, a mitochondria, a network. The quantum field doesn't have that. That is artificial. It's actually disconnected from the etheric realm. How you can connect them is simple. Like if we look at our meridian points, as far as for our sacred temples, it's Giza, Kulkulkan, Mesoamerica, all over the globe, Chichen Itza, all the way to Peru. So those are etheric realms in the montaña or in the soil that are etheric. They might utilize some type of hexahedron with the dodecahedron, but they're not on energy. They're not on electric magnetic energy. This is why this channel here is a one-of-a-kind channel. So welcome to Ma'at Hermetic Kinetic. Oh, excuse me. Ma'at Kinetic Hermetics. Why we call ourselves Ma'at Kinetic Hermetic is because we use the mother, okay, Trinity, then we use the kinetic, the connection to the hermetic principles of the Father. So that's where you see the symbiotic communion of the 42 laws of Ma'at and the 7 hermetic principles being brought to you live by none other than Tehuti or G-Host, the operator and creator and multiplier, because nothing is ever destroyed. So we don't even use words like that in that field, saying them and giving them omnipresence, because we understand that everything is etheric, everything is finite. The only way that you can get stuck in the quantum field is to feel like you're death or you're dying or something is being destroyed, but it's really in the etheric realm being multiplied, just like nitrogen and dimethyltryptamine before you come into the universe and before you leave the universe. So there goes another synopsis, another truth, half truth to both realms, is that in the etheric realm, nitrates or nitrogen cannot be seen from the quantum field, is then brought up in the etheric realm to produce dimethyltryptamine to create life, or also to rejuvenate and replenish life. We don't think about the quantum field or the death field, because when you're in the etheric realm, we understand everything is alchemy. Okay. And I'm gonna let that sink right now, because remember, we're watching something in nonlinear time. Why do you think all these celebrities are getting, and all these big corporations are being sucked for their petroleum dollar? Because it's part of the quantum field. So how we can elevate our consciousness is now we're dealing with something that is unseen, something that is turning on a mind, a receptor, a receiver in the being that's coming from a place of omnipotence, and something that's wanting to be heard. So later on in another time, not just now, somebody else, there's only two people, is going on and off. And I'm not saying that I'm doing this for the people only. I watched the video in the etheric realm, and how later on, not just like celebrities, but like Dr. Zebi can change the universe while he's either here or not, because etherically you might not see him in the quantum field, but he's still quantum leaping beyond your quantum field and already is in the etheric realm. Because later on, the development of the linear time, which is right now, but not only just right now, because that's non-linear time, but that time beyond that I just spoken is being recorded, and live is a transmission that later on it might hit another person in a non-linear time, or a person that's stuck in time, and they're able to rejuvenate time, rewind, or recorrect, or I think we're called to recorrect your DNA. All right, so yeah, we're getting on something right now. So I'm letting the etheric realm let me know also what to say, because I want to bring up Jay-Z, or I want to come back to the movie Blow. Is that these people went to certain places, gave it to young girls, and then like Beyonce, if you look at her, she's not really his girlfriend. He roofied her, just like Rick Ross, or some of them say. They're like, hey, let me, not this. They're like, I'll bring you a hexahedron. I mean, yeah, a hexahedron, a quantum field petroleum pill that's made in a non-ritualistic substance that's there to lock your mind and your four major organs, put you through your quantum organs, right? And now it only keeps you there in the body. You're not able to get the mind. So now they can steal women, or they can use women to become who they are today by using drugs. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, right? It sounds like Jay-Z, everybody looks up to this guy Jay-Z, right? He learned how to get bricks of cocaine, I believe, or whatever we call it, and now he's able to kill the population by making demonic music, and it's okay. But here on this channel, on Ma'at Infinite Intelligence, Ma'at Hermetic, Ma'at Kinetic Hermetics, right? is that we deal with the plants and we don't use them in that quantum field. We use them in the etheric field where we're looking for multiplication of men and women together with the source, the mitochondria, the neutrinomes, the neurogenesis, the dimethyltryptamine that creates life and rejuvenates life, goes into the soil. That's an etheric realm. The other realm where they take stuff like this in blow, or they take stuff like other stuff and they make drugs or medications or pharmaceuticals, that is locking your four major organs, putting you in the quantum field, in the holographic field. So how you can be beyond time, beyond this time, is because now you stopped messing with a lot of that. You could be in the quantum field. You could matrixly plug in to the field, but always know that you are a solar child. You are a multiplication. You are an eternal, immortal, heaven to earth child. So, all right. I still want to go over the medicina after I take a drink of that beauty right here. All right. So, to speak about chakruna, right? Gracias Amazonia, gracias Congos for the minerals. Remember, Africa and Ethiopia, or the Americas, or South America, is not disconnected. Okay? So respect it. We connect it kinetically, right? And not on a surface level conversation, we're not having that here. We are having a conversation from the 13 realms of the inner earth, Agartha, Shambhala, and Kamui caves, different Gueras all around the universe. So we're giving thanks to our ancestors in the etheric realm, the ethereal realm. You can't see them in the quantum field. So we're giving respect to the liquid, putting that inside of the cup, giving thanks and nourishment that we were able to still have subtropic plants here in what we call the land of Mu, Lumeria, Atlantis, and also, the real Ethiopia, the real Africa, the real Mesoamerica is right underneath your feet in Brooklyn, New York. It never left. Listen, I have to do schematics, crystalline technology, because these realms here in the quantum field, this is how whatever's out there, archons, they don't like this. One thing that archons do not like is that right there. Whether they're in you or they're around you, they do not like this. But we're not saying this to disrespect them. Okay? Don't ever do that. We're just cleaning the frequency on the etherical realm and, inviting our ancestors to have a clean, sacred place to drop off their intricate gifts. And we're giving thanks. That ain't no jingle bell now. That is the rocker. Alright, so these I must, because there are other beings in the galaxy that we have to respect and pay homage to. So this is for an etheric realm, right? So look, let me tell you about this.